In this video, I'll show you how I make easy, no knead, thin and crispy focaccia at home. Wow. I'll walk you through my process step by step so you can whip up a delicious focaccia that's great for snacking or turning into a loaded sandwich. For this recipe, I'm using Caputo Type 00 flour, which has about 12% protein, but any all-purpose flour with 11 to 12% protein or higher will work well if you don't have it. So let's start with the dough, which, by the way, is going to be at 80% hydration, so it will be pretty wet and sticky. With 320 grams of cold water, take half of it and add it into a bowl, add 3 grams of dry yeast, and mix it well. Then add 2 grams of sugar and stir it until it's fully dissolved. Next, add 400 grams of flour gradually, and once added and mixed, add 10 grams of sea salt. Then mix it until you get a shaggy dough that mostly holds together. Now add the remainder of the water and mix it for another minute or so until it's fully incorporated into a sticky dough. Cover it with plastic wrap and let it rest at room temperature for about 20 minutes. After that, do a quick stretch and fold. I've used a spatula to grab one side of the dough from the bottom, stretch it up a little and fold it over the top. Then rotate the bowl and repeat for 3 minutes. After that, cover it again and let the dough bulk ferment for another hour. After an hour, peel off the film. Now, lightly oil your hands and gently loosen the dough from the sides of the bowl. Lift the dough in the center, letting it droop and fold it in half, always keeping the core point facing up towards the ceiling. Then rotate 90 degrees and fold again, and repeat this process until the dough looks smooth. Once the folding is done, tuck it underneath itself to form a loose ball, and make sure the underside of the ball is sealed. Here I simply use the worktop to do the sealing for me. Drop it into a well olive oiled pan. I've used a 40 by 29 centimeter rectangular pan, but a 30 by 40 centimeter square or 38 centimeter round pan would probably fit better, but this was all I had. And once again, cover it with plastic wrap and let it proof for 30 to 40 minutes. In the meantime, preheat your oven to around 450 degrees Fahrenheit or 230 degrees Celsius. Drizzle olive oil on the dough, as well as your hands, and gently dimple the dough all over, pressing it down into the pan without deflating it too much. I went heavy on the dimpling to get a thinner, crispier focaccia with fewer large bubbles. That's the style I was after. But if you want more of those airy pockets, just dimple about half as much as I did. Then give it another good drizzle of olive oil. Sprinkle on some coarse sea salt and some fresh rosemary leaves. Slide the pan into the hot oven and bake for about 20 minutes. If you've got a non-fan oven like me, it will need 25 minutes rather than 20. The result should give a slightly hard, crispy and golden brown surface, and the underside should be browned beautifully and more completely than the top side. I use focaccia to mostly make sandwiches, so usually I slice it open horizontally and then layer on some spicy beef chorizo, fresh arugula, and a mix of mostly Gran Padano with a little cheddar. And then I finish it off with a drizzle of olive oil, and honestly it makes such an epic sandwich. Wow. And get this, even the day after I pulled a pre-made sandwich from the fridge straight into the panini maker, and it tasted even better and crispier and more flavorful than it did the day before. So that's it. If you like this video, please give it a like and a subscribe. And if you have any questions or feedback, drop them in the comments. It really helps to spread the word and get the video out to people that might want to see it. And as always, there will be many more culinary adventures to come. But until then, I'll see you in the next one.